So mirroring and matching.
Yes.
The doctor with the patient, and elaborate and define what it is.
Actually, it's a skill we can use at work or outside of work. Mirroring means I need to notice your body language. I need to notice your pace. And the more I mirror that, the more comfortable you might be. So when you're all high energy, yippee-doo, then I can be more high energy and yippee-doo. So when you approach a patient, instead of you worrying about what you're going to say or what you're going to do, your number one responsibility is to actually notice how they're feeling. What is their energy like?
So act like them.
Act like
A little
them,
bit.
yeah, as much as possible.
Is the idea that people like people that are like them?
They're the most comfortable when we notice their attitude. Let me give you an example. So in coming down here, I rented a car from Enterprise, and I got to experience for the third time how inappropriate their salespeople have been trained, in the sense that they have been trained to ask you where you're going to stay. So I'm not very upbeat and friendly when I'm just speaking with the salesperson to Enterprise.
So everybody was asking
I'm
that
polite.
question.
I've experienced it the third time. And then they also ask you, you got any special plans for your weekend? So this is the same type of thing, inappropriate, unfortunate thing that sometimes we teach our staff members. We teach our staff members they're supposed to give excellent customer service. We teach our staff members they need to be friendly. But what's friendly and appropriate for you at one time in your day might not be appropriate for you at another time. So my number one thing is to notice how you're feeling and react to that. Actually using the same words that the patient uses will make them feel more comfortable. So let's say the new patient called for the very first time and they said, I need to see a doctor. I want to find out whether I can yank this tooth or not, right? That patient now gave you permission to use which words?
Yank.
Yank. Versus somebody else, a different patient, calls in and says, I'm new to Scottsdale, and I want to know whether I've got enough horizontal bone to have an implant. So IQ for those two patients is different, but the importance of the person taking the phone message, writing down yanked and horizontal bone are equally important. So
make a note of it.
Don't
necessarily use their words. Okay, so let me get this straight. You want to...
No, I'm going to write it down, but I'm going to gently use it. So the patient doesn't actually register with them.
So mirror their adjectives.
Their words, their body language, their pace.
And then they go, finally, I'm at a place that understands me.
And they don't even know that you're doing it, but they like you.
It's tricky. Have you been doing it to us?
Forever. Oh, today? Yeah, pretty much.
I was doing it back a little bit.
Were you? So neither of us know what to do.
We don't know what to do. And if two people are doing it at the same time, then what do you do?
They just relax.
Okay, good. So mirroring and matching.
Yes.
And this is something you teach on-site at your course.
Yeah.
And this is probably fun.
It's great fun. I get to show videos in the courses of people doing it correctly or inappropriately. Do you know that we have no idea the number of times we actually interrupt? We interrupt throughout, or we take the light and shine it back on ourselves, right? So I call it back to me. And here's a quick one.
Okay.
It's really, really important. So when a patient comes in and they ask you about your vacation, so you're the hygienist.
Yeah,
and
I went to Hawaii.
They say, okay, but the patient says to you, Randy, how was your vacation?
Oh.
All right. So what we typically do is think that the patient really wants a long, lengthy, detailed dissertation on our vacation. When what we want to do, because it's their dime, right? The focus shouldn't be on you. We should say, it was great. I heard that you went somewhere yourself with the family. How was your vacation? So many times when somebody brings something up, they want an opportunity to shine the light back on them. So somebody
get off of yourself.
Get it off yourself and put it back to them. And the sooner you do, the more you make that person feel comfortable. I often tell people to judge yourself. At the end of a conversation, how much did you learn about the other person? So after you and I were in the green room, how much can I tell you about you that I learned new? And how much, because you're a professional communicator, did you learn about me? Many times we think,
I know your life story.
That we had a great conversation because we were just doing a lot of talking.